Hey guys, so as you probably know, we took our first test camping trip last week, and while we were at our camp spot, we filmed a little soft tour, we were calling it. It's just kind of a quick tour, even though the bus wasn't 100% done. We decided this video maybe wasn't quite up to par for what we wanted for our
official video,
tour.
for our,
because we have a few things left we want to do, and I think we can do a little better with the filming and everything.
Yeah.
But we know that some of you might be excited to see what we have so far, so this is the soft tour. Alright guys, so we promised you a tour. We hesitate to call this the official tour because we're not totally done yet. But what happened, if you haven't been following along, is we gave ourselves a deadline to finish the bus of August 15th because we reserved a campsite, this one, for a good test run, and we thought it would be good to kind of push us to finish if we had a trip planned. So while the bus is livable, it's finished enough that we're camping, it's not done. So we're going to walk through and show you what we have done and what we still want to do. Alright, so this is our living room. We have a little couch over here with storage in it. Up in the front we've hung a tapestry for privacy. We finished this area up here. We want to put plants and stuff up here. Zach's still planning to finish the dashboard here with some wood, do some cup holders, some little decorations to just make it look nicer. Here we have a big storage unit, bookshelf type thing. Underneath we have some storage ottomans that we can pull out as ottomans, obviously, but it's also been nice when we have friends over. We can seat about 6 people here comfortably. One person can sit on these, 3 people here, maybe a person in a chair, and somebody can sit with a cushion on the engine cover, and it's actually a really nice little hangout spot. Tuco's in my way. This is gonna be bus life, us stepping over them all the time.
Especially Tuco.
Yeah, he's a monster. Over here we have a workstation. It was really important to us to have a really good place where we could sit down and work because we are going to be working on the road. We have this beautiful piece of elm. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been so long. We finished this piece of elm. We filled the cracks with coffee grounds, and it's kind of the centerpiece of the bus in our minds. This will be storage for my office supplies. This lifts open. My printer will sit in here so I can top load it, and then I can open these doors and the paper can spit out when I need to. We'll continue, I guess, in the desk area. So originally we were going to just commit to eating here, looking out the window, but I really wanted to be able to sit across from each other and eat or play a board game. So we put this guy in, and that just pops into place. And we've been using this a lot. Back here is Zach's workstation, and it was important to him to have a place where he could stand and work. So this will be a nice little laptop stand for him, or he can sit here. Underneath we have our mess of cords. This is one of those things that we would like to update for sure because this is just a disaster. But that's our biggest power source. That is a Yeti 1400. So this is another thing that's unfinished. This will be where our Cubic Mini wood-burning stove will sit. Zach finished it with these cool beer cans from a local brewery. That's Bootstrap Brewing. And we have corrugated steel as a heat space so that, the heat's not going straight to the wood there. Behind the hearth, we have some storage. Right now it's just kind of a catch-all. There's a fire extinguisher in there. Don't know what all is going to live in there, but it's a nice deep compartment. Above that, we screwed some mason jars for dry goods, popcorn, rice, all that kind of stuff. So these guys, we struggled with this for a long time, how to make storage at the top of the bus without making it feel too claustrophobic. So we came up with these like shallow boxes that we made out of mostly scrap wood. We have a little place to write what's inside. But I think that's going to be great for lots of things. I kind of imagine just filling one with ramen or backup food and stuff like that. So this might be my favorite part of the bus, the kitchen. We went with a nice deep utility sink. This is just a plastic cheap sink from Habitat for Humanity. At first we did a double compartment sink, then we did a single that was too small, and this is what we settled on. But I really like it. You can see how deep it is because we've got our dish strainer in there. Zach's got us plumbed and everything, which is really exciting to me. And this can actually go out the window too for an outdoor shower. Behind the sink, we have this really cool design our friend made for us, Kenny. Kenny made this magnetic box for our knives so they can be magnetized, but you know, if they fall down, and I really liked that. Underneath here, once we sort everything out, we'll have a lot of storage. We chose to do a composting bin so we could keep our food scraps separate from our other trash so that we can dispose of things that might be stinky first. Over here, also Kenny, he made us this beautiful countertop and this dark espresso. I really like it. And then we filled a recess in it with tile so we can have like a hot plate for a skillet or something, and we've been using it a lot already. We chose to go with an alcohol marine stove. This is the Origo. We chose that because alcohol as a fuel is safer. You can use it inside and it's non-combustible. I added handles to it so it would be a little easier to pick up. And this we can cook inside and outside, so I really like that. Up here, I've seen a lot of cute buses with fruit baskets. I had to do it because I love just the pop of color it adds up here. Kenny made this custom cutting board for us that we have like displayed on the wall because it's a piece of art. Under here we have more storage. These are nice long drawers made out of scrap wood. And then the bottom one, oh gross, is 2 trash cans. We have a big deep drawer here. And then we chose to go with this Dometic cooler fridge that loads from the top. And we've really enjoyed that. It sips power, and we just put it on a furniture dolly and it's working out really well. Back here we have a pantry. And that pantry doesn't go all the way to the back. It actually stops about here. And then that part of the cabinet back there is accessed from the bathroom. She likes it up there. So we actually had to put this step ottoman here so that Frankie could get on the bed. But bonus, it's a little more storage space, so that'll be perfect. We have a clothes closet, and this is a bit of a mess. Another project that we're still working on. There's cables everywhere. But for now, it's doing the job. This is our second power source. This is the Yeti 400. Yeti 400. I call it Mama Yeti, so I can't remember the numbers. The bathroom is mostly finished. We finally have a door, which is pretty exciting. And I guess I'll just step in. We put a privacy film of stained glass on these windows, which I really like. We have a medicine cabinet, which will have some shelves in there. We have some shelves built into the wall here, and it's covered in cedar, so it smells really nice. Underneath here, we were going to have a vessel sink, but decided that we'd probably mostly use the kitchen sink for everything. So we rebuilt this top so we have more surface area, And then, just coincidentally, one of these plastic containers fit in here. I'm still going to be finishing the floor in these areas you see. And back in that cabinet, you can see we have some extra water jugs. We went with the Nature's Head composting toilet. And I got this drying rack from IKEA that has 2 positions. The shower head is down here right now for travel, but will sit up here. And we're using a horse trough as our bathtub. Come on, Frankie. Come on. There she is. Is Tuco coming too? Oh my goodness. Get up here. Come on. You can do it. Move your butt. So this is our bedroom. We just went with about a full-size bed. It's a little narrower than the full-size bed, but we've always slept on a full, so it's going to work well for us. We have storage back here on the top and a little night table. And we have lights powered by our smallest power source, the Yeti 150. And these are color changing lights. They'll dance to your music. Oh, we also just have a white strip of lights too. Check out my beautiful blanket from Tribe and True. This is handmade. I love it so much. From here on the wall, we have a remote for our fan, the Max fan. This thing has been awesome for sleeping. It's some white noise and really it actually does a lot to cool us down. And the dogs like sitting here because they can just look out the window there. So this is another big work in progress. Definitely not finished yet, but this is going to be a lot of storage for us. We're calling it the garage. And that's where our hot water, instant hot water heater is.
Tuco. So this video, if you haven't seen our last video, the reason why this video is on Patreon and not on YouTube is because we really want to keep our YouTube channel really tight and
more concise videos.
More concise. But we have a bunch of footage that we use to make videos pretty often that doesn't quite make the cut, but it's still, you know, footage that some people might be interested to see.
Might be interesting or just fun. Probably a lot of footage of the dogs or us just, you know.
Yeah. So our Patreon timeline is going to turn into an area where we can post that extra footage and those extended clips. So again, that's just sort of an explanation of what you're seeing here and why it's not on our YouTube channel at the moment. So
yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy it.
And keep a lookout. We will be posting the official tour pretty soon.
And
that will be on YouTube and also here. Thank you guys so much for being a patron or considering becoming a patron. We really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
You make it possible.
Seriously.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you out there.
Bye.
Bye.